Well, hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are getting some of this spectacular spring weather like we're getting here in South Alabama. I watched the weather this morning, and we are supposed to have about 5 or 6 days of just absolutely perfect weather. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm going to get outside here in a little while, take a walk, maybe go down to a park and just enjoy this beautiful day. But anyhow, today I'm going to share a little bit on raw vegan my way and how I keep it simple and how I stay in my lane. Today is my 58th birthday, and I get a little introspective on my birthdays. And I was just thinking this morning, when it comes to my content here, whether it's here on Instagram, anything I put out on this lifestyle, it's very, very, very much what you see is what you get. There's nothing hidden. There's no tricks. There's no this and that. I really do raw vegan my way. I've not found anybody else that really does it like me. I've found other people that I totally not that they need my approval, but I do see other raw vegans out there that I approve of the way they do it. It's just, like personalities and different things like that. When I say I keep it simple, I mean I keep it simple. And let me mention again, just like I said, what you see is what you get. I get a lot of questions on Instagram sometime, and I feel like I leave the person a little bit disappointed. And sometimes I'll refer them. I'll be, well, maybe you should go watch a few of my videos, and maybe you don't know exactly how I do this, because they're always wanting some structure. They're always kind of leaning towards, well, how do I do this or how do I do that? And I'm like, well, watch one of my what I eat in a day videos. Well, what should I be eating for breakfast? Well, I don't know what to tell you what you need to be eating for breakfast. I basically do one of three things most every day. I'll either cut up a bowl of fruit, I'll either have a big bowl of ice cream, or I will have a fruit smoothie. That's it. The things that I say on this video, I've probably done close to 2,000 videos, and most of them are just a different interpretation of something I've done before, hoping if I say them in a little bit different way that they will resonate with other people. Number one, I don't have one reason that I've kept it simple is that's the only way it would have ever worked for me. I'm very, very lazy when it comes to food preparation, thinking about food, dwelling on food, and I literally couldn't even imagine being in the kitchen cutting stuff up all the time. Another thing too, I don't quite fit in anywhere, because there's the whole food plant-based vegans that are not interested in raw whatsoever, and there are the fully I eat raw 100%, raw is law. They keep track of how many days, and I eat some cooked food. Why? Because I'm not doing this for branding. I'm not doing this to fit or move up in a niche. I'm not wanting to be part of the raw vegan club. I'm just doing what makes sense to me in my life and my lifestyle and everything else. The things that I share over and over and over, just the basics, and you can fill it in for there. I eat lots of fruit. Fruit is probably still the base of, my calories throughout the day. Any given day, I eat at least 12 bananas, 10, 12, 15 bananas in a day. Lots of greens. I do lots of salads, lots of big salads. I've gotten more and more over the last 6 months, where I'd say I do a big salad at least 6 days out of the week. I'll usually miss a day here and there. I do lots of green smoothies. I like to get my sprouts in. Sprouts are a big thing. I keep my fat relatively low, but I'm not fanatic about it. I'm not fanatic about anything on this lifestyle. I don't have a lot of hard and fast rules. Hard and fast rules I have are, keeping it plant-based, always keeping it plant-based. But with the fat, I keep it lower, but I don't keep it at 10%. I probably keep it anywhere from 15%, maybe 18% over the course of the year. I try to stay hydrated. I try to get a lot of variety in the things that I'm eating. If you've watched me for the last year or two, you've probably almost tired of hearing me talk about the gut biome and how that affects our overall health, our immune system, what have you. Always trying to get a lot of different colors and different vegetables and fruits in there. The more the better. but I just don't think it's something that we have to obsess on. I'm not one of the cleansers, but if that resonates with you, God bless. I'm not one of those either. I'm not going after people. I'm not here to tell you this person is dangerous or this is dangerous or this is that. Once again, staying in my lane. Staying in my lane keeps me safe, sane, and happy. I have no desire to be on the internet arguing and debating and fighting about things all the time. I like to share here. If you can take some of it and use it, that's great. If you disagree with some of the things I say, or if you disagree with a lot of the things I say, that's okay. I have people that send me, some of the messages that I enjoy the most, that make me the happiest. I get messages from people that have zero interest in doing a raw vegan lifestyle, or doing anything close to what I'm doing, that pick out one healthy habit. Hey, I drink a green smoothie every day now. You've introduced me to that. Or hey, I don't eat ice cream anymore. I make my own ice cream. Or hey, I've started getting a lot more colors, this and that in my salad. Just those little things like that. That makes me happy. And that's why another thing that I've always tried to do here on this channel is to meet people where they are and not be about that hardcore, that vegan life, raw is law, cooked food is poison, all this and that. Listen, believe what you want to believe, do how you want to do, but I want to be able to meet people wherever they are. I don't care if you're fully raw. I don't care if you're trying to be raw at all. Even if you're not vegan, not plant-based yet, maybe you can take something that will help you. Maybe you can take something that will take you one step closer to being healthier. Maybe I'm not just a catalyst on the way. That's why I like to share a lot of the sources that I do. I think that I'm kind of a stepping stone. I should never be your main source of anything on the internet. I should never be like your number one source of getting information from. That's why I like to refer other people, recipes, doctors, Dr. Greger, Dr. B from Fiber Fueled, and some of the people that on Instagram, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, Chris Kendall, The Raw Advantage, just people that I think have a lot of really good practical information as well. But some of them, they go a little bit deeper with the science and the explanations of it all. But I'm almost in, like June will be 10 years doing this very high raw vegan diet, 10 years not drinking. I've already passed 10 years not smoking a cigarette. So listen, I feel sometimes like I'm just living on borrowed time, because if I had stayed with my former habits, I would be a mess right now. I think somebody asked me that recently, like, what if I was still, how do I think I would be if I was still drinking and living my old lifestyle? It would not be pretty. It would not be pretty. And that's kind of what brought me to this, is like, I could see things like I was 48 years old when I started eating like this, changed a lot of my habits. And I could just see what was coming, because when you live a lifestyle as crazy as I did for 3 decades, you know that the bill is coming. You know you're going to have to settle up at some point. So, like I say, this is the only way it would have ever worked for me. I'm sure I'll finish with this though. I do respect that not everybody's going to be able to take my point of view. That's not going to be able to do it exactly like I do it. I can't imagine being in a better location when I learned about this lifestyle and started doing this lifestyle. I was living in Costa Rica, even though I was living in the city at the time, San Jose, but I could find fruit every 30 feet. I could walk through downtown San Jose and there's a kiosk or a little stand or a store, somebody selling fresh, ripe. And you didn't have everything down there. You didn't have to buy it and let it sit around for 6 days to ripen. So I was in the promised land. I was in the tropics. I was in the place where our people are supposed to be when I came to this lifestyle. So that's probably another thing that just really simplified it for me, because I was around all this good fruit. And I had also access to a lot of good greens all the time. So I'm just going to kind of keep doing this thing the way that I do. Listen, God bless, take what you can from me, but even if you don't agree with a lot of the things that I say, you might, like I said, you might be able to take one thing that will help you. And that's what you should do with all sources. Like, just because you don't agree with anything 100%, don't throw them out and say, well, I can't get anything from this person. So, anyhow, just a little bit of rambling here on this auspicious occasion of my 58th birthday. So, anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll try to get a video done this weekend too, since I didn't get one on Wednesday and I'm a little off schedule this week. Peace.